For episode 3, today's word is proprietor. Now, I don't actually know what proprietor means, so I had to look it up. A proprietor is the owner of a business or holder of property. And the first thing that comes to mind when I hear that, I might die right here. Nope, we're good. First thing that comes to mind when I think of that is Monopoly. I absolutely love Monopoly. My three favorite games, arguably, are Minecraft, Monopoly, and Mario. It's the three M's. They're just such good games. And here's just a few tips of how to win Monopoly. So you can go on YouTube and you can look up videos of how to win Monopoly. They've got some pretty good tips that'll, make you win a lot of the time, or at least increase your odds of winning. Here's the most important things that are probably in some videos, but not in every video. So the first and most obvious is line up your houses so that people land when they're 7 spaces away. So rolling a 7 is the most likely roll in Monopoly. And then after that, it's 5, or after that, it's 6 and 8. And then it's 5 and 9, etc., etc. Getting further away from 7 just makes your odds go down. One thing that you need to realize though, and we're gonna actually hesitate at the end of this video. Here's what we'll do really quick. Actually, let's finish this, okay? And then I'll be it the other way as well. So one thing you have to realize is you might think that rolling a 6 or rolling an 8 has the same odds, which is kind of true because the odds you roll a 6 with 2 dice is a 5 out of 36, and the odds that you roll an 8 with 2 dice is also a 5 out of 36, and then increasing to 5 and 9, it's a 4 out of 36. So you might think that the odds are even, but one thing you have to remember when playing Monopoly is if you can choose to put houses on a spot that's 5 spaces away from your opponent or 9 spaces away from your opponent, in just one roll, the odds of them landing on the 5 or a 9 is exactly the same. However, let's pretend they roll like double 1s or double 2s or double 3s. So they're gonna have to take another turn, and so it's actually barely more likely that they'll end up landing on the spot that's 9 spaces away than they are on the spot that's 5 spaces away. I also realized that I kind of need a Yoshi to finish this level. So there's another piece of Monopoly advice. I'm trying to think of other pieces of advice. Another one that's kind of important if you play how you're supposed to is I believe there are 32 houses in the game. And once all the houses are used up, you just can't buy more houses. So unless somebody has enough money to go straight to hotels, they're just kind of dead if there's no more houses. And so most people would say that the orange and the red Monopolies are the best Monopolies in the game. However, if you can own the brown and the light blue, you're pretty set, because then you can buy, let's see, what's 4 times 5? That's 20. With just those properties, you're not going to earn a ton of money, but there's only 12 more houses for everyone else to split evenly. So just a few things to think about. Anyways, thanks for watching today's video. I'll see you in tomorrow's. Adios.